Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is May 2nd, 2018, and this is Create Every Day in May. I hope you're having a great time this week. It is Wednesday, hump day for some of you that count down the days of the week. I know that I do sometimes. Today what we're going to be doing is a cute card, I hope. We're going to be using this Vibrant Fuchsia, Vivid Chartreuse, Jet Black. I'm going to use some of these enamel dots. We're going to use this Pretty in Palms from the Paper Studio. You can pick this up at Hobby Lobby. And if you don't have a Hobby Lobby near you and you really need to go shopping at Hobby Lobby, they have hobbylobby.com that delivers. And then we're going to be using this Cam and Chloe. It doesn't have a name. It's by Hampton Art. And here is the number in case you're interested. And this comes from Joann Fabric. We're also going to be using some white cardstock that I have from Walmart, Georgia Pacific. I don't know why I can't say Pacific sometimes. So I hope you're all having a great day. I hope that you have been able to look at some of the wonderful creations and some of the videos that are for the ladies that are participating in the Create Every Day in May. This is going to be so cool because I have some projects planned out for the rest of the year almost. So what we are going to do, and you know, I was thinking that I could have used my Distress ink, but I think the Distress ink is reacted to water, right? And I don't want to do that. This is just plain regular paper. What I'm going to try to do, because I think I'm fancy sometimes, I haven't conditioned a stamp, so hopefully I don't have to. I'm going to try and stamp out just the rose. I don't know. You know, I told you already that I'm on a flower making kick. I saw someone post something so pretty. It's a flower. And I'm going to try. And I asked her, did she have a tutorial? She said, no, I just watched a lot of YouTube videos. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah. Cool. That means that I have to go and try to hunt down the video that I really want. And I suck at search words for whatever reason. It does not work out how I think it should work out. Like, for example, if I am looking for, I don't know, scissors, left-hand scissors, right? I just usually type in left-hand scissors and all kinds of crazy crap sometimes will appear. Yay, it did it! I'm so excited about that. I did not put any foam underneath. I think I'll do that really quickly. I have been messing around in this studio and I have made a complete and total mess of things. It's really bad. I have to figure out how I want to organize a few things, so I'll be looking on some Pinterest boards today to look. I don't really like to watch. I like to watch room tours, and I like people organization tips, but I want to try to use what I have. And my problem isn't that I don't know how to organize. I just get too in depth with it, and then I'll organize it so much that I don't like the way I've organized it. I'm like, oh, I can try a different process, and that is just horrible. I just need to stick with it and be done. Never work on your surface that you plan on using. I am going to try and die cut this out. I don't have a die cut for this rose. I'm going to cut it out in like a shape. Hopefully. All right. So, yeah, I missed this edge right here, if you can see. Just not good at all. So now, since I've rearranged my studio, I've moved some things around and I've been messing around putting stuff on my desk, and I have a limited space to actually stamp things on, use on my desk, which is crazy. Just crazy. I think I'm going to get a circle die. Let's see. I'm going to use one of these 21 circle dies, and this I grabbed last month, and I was like, I really want to get those. At first I thought about it, I was like, I don't need another circle, but it's 21 of them, so that's really good. And they come in this little baggie, which is cool. But I like to keep, if I have packaging that has this, I have a little pegboard thing that I use to put all of those on there, and I have to, and this is when I was telling you about the crazy anal lady that comes out. She wants to make sure that everything is cataloged, which is fine by me. So cataloging incorporates me having to document everything before I actually put it somewhere, because sometimes I make double purchases. All right, so I am going to cut that. And I spoke with someone yesterday about this crazy trimmer, and she said just flip your blade around. Because I enjoy cutting up versus down. I have more control cutting up versus down. So that is why I will be doing that. And you know, I have some long, that's crazy. Hold on one second. Okay, so we are doing some, I don't even want to call it blending, but I guess that's what we are doing. And we're going to be using spun sugar. I hope that it comes out, because it's not going on this little mini inker very well. But it looks, I guess, juicy. Is that what we call it? Juicy, right? But it's not working. And this I used Warren lipstick. I like wine colored lipstick more so than like lighter colors, because I don't know, just obsessed with it. I remember when I was in high school, I had wore some lipstick to school one day, and my teacher was shocked. I was like, it was a guy. That man was so funny. So funny. I told you all this before, that I am in touch, well, I was in touch with one of my teachers, my photography teacher, and she told me he had passed away, and no one knew that he passed, no one knew that he was a homosexual, and he had contracted HIV, but he didn't tell anybody. I think that the first part is the homosexuality. You know, I grew up in Texas, so some things that may be more acceptable in other states, it's not always acceptable in some states. Whereas other things are totally okay, and it's not okay in other places. So I think she was just sad because he didn't tell her, and I think she felt like they were good friends. And he, she said he kind of died by himself. And then, of course, they had like a memorial. But this, I think this may be empty, dry. What do y'all think? I don't know. And that really saddened me when she told me that. Oh, it's so soft and pretty. You see it? Hopefully I'm doing it right and you can see. Because you know, when my mother passed away, I didn't tell my coworkers, and my supervisor was like, you know, everyone's hurt by you not telling them. But it's your preference. Like, it's your choice if you choose to bring people into your mourning circle versus not letting them know. And you know, people are so gossipy at work. Like, everyone wants to say everything, which sucks. It just really sucks, because it's really it's no one's business if you choose not to share that kind of information. And no one should be so pushy to, you know, to want to know the details about why or how that person passed away or anything. I like this one a lot better because it looks very soft and makes me smile. I want to talk to you quickly about the Big Shot. I bought some skinny, you know, those skinny dyes. The Tim Holtz one, the Rosette one, and I don't think I have any long cutting plates, and I don't know if I want to be trying to connect and stuff like that to those, so I'm gonna have to try to find those. I haven't even purchased myself anything for my birthday. So maybe it can be a birthday present to me. I don't know. Anyway, I was thinking that we could try to use this because, you know, this is roses and this is roses. But then I was like, there may be too many roses. So then, have you ever had any pink bananas? If you have, let me know how that tastes. I don't know if I want to be a recipient of pink bananas. I really like this paper pad. And obviously so does Hobby Lobby, because it's usually a paper pad. Some of them, not all of them, but some of their paper pads are $8.99, and this paper pad is $9.99, which is $5 on sale. Because you really should never purchase anything full price from Hobby Lobby unless someone calls you up and says, hey, I'm having this and I need this right away, and you feel obligated to go out and help them. Do you tear a lot of pages out of your paper pad and then don't use them like I just did? I was looking for this one because I want to keep it in the same palette, kind of, but not really. And I have some ribbon that we'll be using. I did watch Wonder and Dreamer 555 yesterday do her Creta, or her craft every day in May. And I told her I was going to scrap lift some of her ideas. I really want to scrap lift the whole entire thing, embossing and everything. Not the project itself, but you know, a copycat project of that. But I'm not going to do that today. But I do want to try and use more of my stuff. Like, I am lacking in using the stuff all in together. So that's what I'm going to attempt to be doing, is try to use this all together. And you know, I released a video that I made last year, and I said something on one of the videos. I'm trying to watch that video, see if that's the one I said on, because I'm going to delete that. But you know, I complained about these cards being crooked, and here I am 6 months later, almost, or 4 months later, complaining about the same thing. And so I just want to go on record and say I'm not crazy. It is the actual paper itself, and it's not me, which is great, because at first I was like, is it me? Did I actually cause this to happen? This paper is so thin. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to have to use this big giant 12 by 12, and it's from the Card Stock Warehouse Paper Company. Here's the SKU. They have these all the time at Tuesday morning, so that SKU probably is not important. But I need to cut this down, and if you can see right here, it's textured. It's so pretty. So this would be a great time to pull out my embossing folder, but I can't. But I will next time. So I'm going to just cut this down, and I've measured this out. The biggest circle I have is this one. I've cut them into 3 circles, and I've measured it out, and it's 5 by 5. So I'm just going to cut a 10 by 10 or 11 by 11 to give me just a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm just going to cut a 1 inch off all the way around. Well, 1 inch, 1 inch. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. I have cut these down, hopefully to appropriate sizes. And this is what I'm thinking we will do. I like this color. This color, it's kind of cream peach, if that's a real color. So I think we will do that because this kind of goes together. I hit my camera, so the angle's off a little bit. And then we'll do this one on here. I do like the abstract pieces. And then we'll do this one. And then that one. It kind of ties it all in. I forgot to put this little piece right here. So we are doing a lot of stuff. This is a busy card. And I probably, next time I do any type of shape cards, I'll make an entire shape card versus this. And so now I am thinking I'm going to leave off the sentiments. These will be blank cards for the person to do whatever she chooses to do with them, or he chooses to do with them. So what we're going to do is just sit this to the side, get this camera better for me so I can see what I'm doing. I try to work through the lens It doesn't always happen, but if I can work through the lens, then I can see what you are seeing. And that is a lot better than assuming that I'm in angle or frame or whatever we're calling it. Because it just works out a lot better for me. I told you all this over the weekend. I built something and I moved it in here, and I need to move this workstation a little to the right. And then I was thinking maybe I should just move everything around. I'm like, no, calm down. Don't be silly. Think about what you're doing. Because that would be a lot of work. And the more work I spend on organizing and getting things together, the less time I have to craft. So I need to decide on something that I think, well, I know that I'll be happy with, and not switch up so often. Because my time is limited. My little one still needs me, but he doesn't need me. Like, I need to feed him, clothe him, you know, change his diaper or whatever, but he can do things independently. But those things often lead to trouble. Like, he'll do something and it's not good, and then he gets a spanking for it. So, yeah. Like yesterday, he broke one of my flower pots, and I had plans for that flower pot. He stepped on it. He tries to stand on everything. Like, he'll have all his toys on the floor, and I'm like, go put your toys up. Go put your toys in the room. And you know what he'll do? He'll walk on them. Then he'll step on something that hurts his foot, and he starts crying. I'm quite sure all kids do that, though. He's no exception to anyone's rule. And we'll put this down as straight as possible. You see I rounded those edges before I even did anything else, right? Because I like rounded edges. And I was thinking I could pop one of these circles up, but I don't think I'm going to pop any circles up. And then I'm going to put some enamel around and be done with the cards. I do like this. I don't mind creating every day, but sometimes, I guess because I said I was going to do cards and Mother's Day cards, I'm going to focus on those this time around, versus trying to think of a project. But I want to do different cards. I don't want to just do the plain old square or rectangle cards every day. So I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. Like, this would have been nice embossed with some flowers on it. And I just need to make sure I'm doing it the right way, because I don't want to put this flower upside down. I do that from time to time, not pay attention, and the flower ends up being the wrong way. That sucks. Or whatever I'm putting on is crooked or the wrong way. Alright, so I'm going to varnish this down now. And I was watching, I have like maybe 10 more videos that I need to release, so hopefully I can get all those done. I do like to have some videos saved up, because if I need to take a mental break or family related break, I want to be able to have things that I can still share with you all and not just be gone. I'm going to do all of this, and then I'll place the cards side by side, and I can embellish them. I really wanted to put a strip of ribbon on, and I could have did that first, right? But next time. Okay, so I have a few things that I don't use a lot of, so I'm going to try to do that in cooperation with projects. So some of the things I don't use a lot of is the ribbon. So I'm going to try to do that. I have to remember that tomorrow. Ribbon I don't use a lot of, and like, I'm really not good at embellishing. So I'll try to use some more of my embellishments, and then we'll see from there. I don't want to put a purple on a purple. I think I like this pink right here a lot better. So we'll do one. It looks really nice in that, on the darker card too. These pinks, the darker pink, in my opinion. I was going to, and I'm not going to do 4, I'm going to do 3. Everyone says it's better to work in odd numbers. So we'll go with that one. And then this one folds up, and so we'll pick a color that kind of pulls out. And I think I like this lighter pink on this one. This one right here. What do you think? And I think I'm going to do almost the same thing, but not really. I have seen some beautiful creations in my travels of trying to figure out what's going on with me and what I want to do in this creating crafty stuff. So hopefully I can draw from them and just get better than I was yesterday. That's always the goal, to stay focused and just do better than you did the previous day. You know, that's why I think we keep waking up to keep doing whatever it is we need to get done. I am going to do 4 on here because this kind of looks odd, and I may go back and plop one on the other side. The thing is, I'm running out the same size of enamel dots, or raindrops is what the creator is calling this, and this is who it's from. Rain Dot, excuse me, Cloud9 Design. I did get these from Joann Fabric a while back, over 6 years ago now, maybe 5. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of pressure. And so like these little jewels and enamel pieces, I don't use that often, so I think that is probably why. And I want to put a little one. That would be 3 big ones and 1 little one. Even though it's 4, it's still odd because it's only 1 and 3. This is our craft project for Create Every Day in May. I hope that you've enjoyed hanging out with me. Please, please go over and check out all the other ladies and see what they created. Until tomorrow, happy crafting.